Welcome to my antique store. I've been collecting rare items and various knickknacks literally since the dawn of time, traveling across the globe in search for a good find. Each of these things that you see is dearest to my heart. Part of me, you may say, and each has a story to tell. My work of life demands constant moving around, and now I've decided to stay in your city. Can I offer you some tea? I have an absolutely singular blend of Altai herbs, Tibetan leaves, and Shamil mountain flowers, preserved before the industrial age. Okay, I'll bring it to you right away. Here you go. Yeah, it's quite hot. I'll put it over there for you. Yes, there are many items to choose from. Mind if I showed you some of my favorites? Great. This wooden pitcher is the widower's vessel. The picture of the hollow promise. It's carved from the roots of the lightning-struck yew, a tree said to weep black sap when the moon waned. This pitcher was the sole treasure of the widowed woodcutter named Sinan, who dwelled in the forest of Povis. When Sinan's only daughter fell ill, he crafted this pitcher to collect the dew from the yew's branches. Dad believed to cure the dying. But the night he finished it, a mercenary came into the woods, named Catfella Bricken. He slaughtered Sinan and stole the vessel. Seeking to sell it to a petty king, with his final breath, Sinan cursed it. Let those who drink from this vessel with greed in their hearts choke on their own hunger. Catfell then gifted this pitcher to his lord, who died after toasting his newfound power. Thus began its grim legacy. Over generations, Bricken's kin used this pitcher in rituals, unaware that it was cursed. When Bricken himself drank mead from it to celebrate the raid, he survived. But his 3 sons, who secretly drained it in greed, perished by dawn, their throats swollen shut. The family buried it in a barrow to hide the shame, whispering that the roots remembered Sinan's rage. The vase from Shuqi period, China. The Shuqi emperor's obsession, the game of chance eclipsed even his devotion to the throne. Whispers claimed that he wagered provinces on a dice roll, and one fateful night he staked his soul against a silver-eyed stranger in a shadowed pavilion. The stranger, a card sharp with two perfect hands, won effortlessly. Enraged, Emperor ordered his guards to bury a dagger in a man's chest, but the corpse dissolved into smoke, leaving only a mocking laugh and a single blood-red feather. Days later, the emperor's daughter, the only thing he ever loved and cared for, disappeared. Her bedchamber bore no sign of struggle, save for one unfamiliar vase placed right in the spot when she once slept. Its porcelain surface shimmered with the scene of a lush grapevines, twisted like serpents, and a single songbird perched mid-flight, its wings frozen, eyes glinting with uncanny light. The emperor, haunted, became convinced that the bird's plumage matched the stranger's feather. As years passed, servants swore they heard strange singing from the vase, a melody his daughter had hummed as a child. The emperor, tormented, spent nights tracing the painted bird. Until one summer night, the storm shattered the palace silence. The lighting illuminated the vase. The grapevines had slithered, ensnaring the bird in a gilded cage. The emperor had died screaming, glowing at his eyes, murmuring of claws in crimson. Quite a tragic end, don't you think? The author of this book of poems loved the strength of liquor, the beauty of women, and he tasted the victory of many duels in his lifetime, until the last finally killed him He was an explosive, bohemian type of artist. Some say that one of his lovers was a sorceress. While on a dying bed, lying in agony from the gunshot wound, he wished never to be forgotten. His final words did not escape as a whimper, mind you, but a curse. The poet's cobbled eyes locked into the face of his sorceress lover. She had warned him against the duel, you know. But the poet, ever defiant, spat at fate. Torn between fury and grief, she slid her palm and pressed it to his wound. She wove a spell, stitching his soul into the gilt-edged pages of his unfinished manuscript. You can see the gold. The book cover bled gold from the molten intensity of his spirit. Let's read a few, shall we? This one is called Day's Rain is Done. Day's rain is done, the rainy mist of night spread on the sky, laden apparel wearing, and through the pine trees like a ghost appearing, the moon comes up with hidden light. All in my soul drags me to dark surrender. There, far away, rises the moon in splendor. There, all the air is drunk with evening heat. There move the waters in a scrumptious heat. And overhead, the azure skies. It is the hour. From high hills she has gone to seashores, fluting in the waves' loud cries. There, where the holy cliffs arise, now she sits melancholy and alone. Alone. Before her none is weeping, fretting. None on his knees is kissing her, forgetting. Alone. To no one's lips is she betraying her shoulders, her wet lips, her snow-white bosom. No one is worthy of her heavenly love. 'Tis true, alone you weep, I do not move, yet if There are many great legends about swans. For example, Zeus transformed into a swan to seduce Queen Leda. She later gave birth to Helen of Troy, and Pollux, tying the swan to themes of fate and tragedy. Look how beautiful she is. But here is my personal favorite. A man steals the feathered robe of a swan maiden, forcing her to marry him. Desperate, she asks for help, a powerful deity. The deity grants the escape, but everything has a price. When the girl finds her feathers again, she flies away as a swan, never to be transformed into a maiden again. So, which item caught your eye? Perfect. Great choice. I'll wrap it up real quick. Excuse me? Pardon me for asking, but have you experienced troubles focusing on something during the day and fallen asleep at night lately? Yeah? Okay. Wait a second. I need to lit up my candle, okay? Alright. Now where is my candle? I sense a minor disturbance in your energy balance. Yeah. Right there. Let's see. Right. I would say it needs a little pick me up or a wise. With my special method, you'll feel completely reborn after that. Trust me. It's free of charge. As a new customer, what would you say? Perfect. There is a certain je ne sais quoi about you. I can tell right away. I sense some... what is it? An adventurous spirit. Okay, drink this. You are the kind who leaves no stone unturned. And door unlocked. That's rare. Right. Almost ready. Take a big breath. And again. And one more. Now I'll try to connect to your stream of consciousness by touching this point on your forehead. Okay. Close your eyes. Listen. 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 I'm listening. Have you ever been haunted by a sensation that lingers in the space between curiosity and solitude? It's like you walk the streets at night. Visualize it. Beneath the blue sky you drift. A ghost among electric constellations, ignoring the pulse of nameless crowds, faces, figures, to trace the vertebrae of buildings, but instead you lift up your head to the buildings, to the skeletal frames clawing at the stars. The windows of various shapes and sizes. Some of the windows are dark, almost black, and in the other you can see how the light lit up the interior, allowing you to take a sneak peek at the private lives of their inhabitants. Maybe even secrets. Some gaping black voids where secrets swell like rot in the walls. Others bleed gazy gold, offering glimpses of lives not meant for you. A silhouette bent over a sink, a laugh caught in curtains. A hand smudging glass into confession. You walk, walk. You stop to wonder where the dark alleys yawn, or inside the yard, in between the buildings. Their throats clotted with shadows. A jaundiced yellowish bulb spits its feeble gospel, baptizing bricks and a sulphurous halo. Here the mundane mutates. A single source of light uniquely distorts the nearby objects and things, turning them into the subject of attention. You feel like something deliciously mysterious is going on over there, like behind those darkened windows of random buildings you had observed earlier. Secrets no one knows about, stories about no one really told. This is the addiction of thresholds, to stand where light and dark conspire, to hunger for the stories bricked up in silence. You are neither witness nor trespasser. Should you be an observer, let me see through your eyes. You cannot resist the allure of the unknown. Deep inside, you recognize this strange but oddly familiar feeling. It starts warming up your chest, right here. From your heart to your lungs to your throat to your shoulders to your arms to your legs. Soon, this feeling wraps around your whole body like the softest blanket. You are tucked in this cocoon of bliss. Bliss, 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 bliss. Even your fingers are too lazy to move. Movement? What is that for? Now you cannot resist anymore. You don't want to. Time means nothing where you're going. With me. A nice addition to my collection. Don't worry. I'll take a good care of you. I see what you see. Your eyes, your mind, your story. You are mine.